It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analyzed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing on MotorSport Manager. My own little team. I decided to do this one day because it won't take the least work to get it ready. Although it's one of the longest ones to actually make, to record. Right, we're at the Black Sea. Let's see what we've got here. That's going to be clear for practice and race. This is the second race of the season. We actually managed to fiddle a point in the last race, which was, I think, amazing. Wonderful. Right, let's see if we can put any of these parts in. Now, I'm not certain who to give the best bits to, but I think, well, what? Why is Gomez so unhappy? Because he's got that. It doesn't make sense at all. He should be happy with that. Oh, well, we'll give that anyway. I think he realised he's probably on his way out now. Let's see what else we've got here. Well, what happened? Oh, we give him the gearbox and he's no content. We give him those two. That's not really ready to go in, as isn't the brakes. We've got to wait for those to get ready. But everything else looks fine. I'm not going to put anything in with 55. I want 70 really to stand a chance of getting through the race, but we'll see how we go. Right, let's get going. With fit parts, acceleration and high speed corners are crucial, but I haven't actually done anything about getting those properly ready. We have to play it by ear. They may break, rear wing and the gearbox, but we managed it through the last race, so we hope we can do the same again. This is the Super Formula. Mid-step in my career path. First you start Formula 4, which is easy because there is absolutely no building of parts at all. All you can do is get them as reliable as possible and send your drivers out to do the best they can, which we did last year. But this year, it's a different kettle of fish. Gomez crashed in the first race. I'm hoping he's going to do a bit better this time. And it's raining. You just cannot believe the weather forecasters. And looks like it's going to be raining most of practice, which means we may not get too much done on the setup for the race. First turns out to be dry. Let's sort this out. Black Sea A. I wish these things would go in order, but we can't have everything, of course. Black Sea B. I should have a Black Sea A in here somewhere. We hope. If not, we will have after this race. Well, after we've done practice on this race. There we are, 2 A's. Right, that do. I'll put him on the first one. Yeah, that's okay. Tire choice. Well, it's got to be intermediate. So you look at that. It's going to be wet. Certainly half the practice session is going to be wet. And now we'll try going with the new driver. We put the bottom one on there. That looks fine. Leclerc, he looks like he could be a prospect. Oh, time will tell. Right, let's get down and take some practice. Well, we know there's only one stint because there's no qualifying in this. This is done. I think by ballot for the first race, then it's done on grid positions, or not grid positions, but on standings in the championship. I think that's how it's fiddled. We're fine, but not that really matters. We'll send him out, and we'll also send out Leclerc. He can go out straight after, and they're going this way, and we'll set up the times for one sighting lap, see how things are, and hopefully if they're somewhere near right, they can go out and do several laps, listen to it dries out. And I'm not going to come off the intermediates, it's just not worthwhile. It's going to dry out a bit in a lap or two's time, but it's just not worthwhile sending them out where it is. Well, he's green, yellow, that's not good enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to load the other set on now, and I'm going to try it that way. It may be the wrong way, but it should give us some idea how we're going. So we'll send him out. We'll do the same here. I'm going to, oops, I meant actually go to the car setup, but Leclerc out on that set. I'm going to go the other way on this one, and Handling certainly wants to go a long way that way. Alright, let's see what happens this time. And this really is just suck and see for the start. It's not so bad now. I've got a few tracks in there, and as you can see, a lot of them coming out on dries, but they're not going to learn anything on dries in this. Well, we are going to go back out again on it. Another set of wet intermediate, or the same set in intermediates. We may get a chance towards the end. Right, they're both on the way, and we'll do the same again. One lap, see how they're going, and hopefully we can get one of them good enough to let run some real laps. Oh, so it's getting wet again now. And it looks like the last 5 minutes we may get away with it. Oh, and that's awful. Right, we know roughly where we've got to go. We've got to bring the speed balance. I'm going to put this one in because this. We know we have to go this way. Let's put that back again, and that's green, purple. Should be about there. Very, very roughly. I'm going to try handling the downforce. So, I've got a bit more downforce on. We'll try that. See what happens now. Send them out for another sighting lap. We will get this done in the end. This is the worst bit of the lot, trying to get the setup right. And it is getting more important now. Now we know we've got that. It's about right. No, I think handling might just come back this way a bit. I think that might be between those two marks. I'm going to leave the speed balance. This brings speed balance down one more. This one here actually wants to go this way a bit. I want to take them off a bit by the looks of it. Don't want to quite off that far. Let's see what happens again. Now Leclerc, now at this time we're going to have over half the session for them just to run laps. This is of course using the ICE18 mod, by the way. Highly recommend the ICE or the Fire mod, but if you run those, don't run any other mods. You cannot be certain that they won't fight each other. I was waiting for Gomez to get out. There he goes. Go back to Leclerc, because he's going to be first round. And they're starting to get wet now. You can see this. The plumes of spray coming off the car, while the track still looks quite dry. I don't think we've got it much better now. We need to move speed balance this way a bit. Yeah, I think we're gonna we really could do is bring that up a bit. That should be roughly there by right. That's right between the two greens. Now, I'm not too certain how he's going to stand on the I'm going to try it here. I'm going to try this on the last attempt, and we may have to go with whatever we've got now just to get some time in. Oh, that's better. We've got a purple. The trouble is each driver is slightly different weight, size, and they like slightly different things on the cars, different handling on the car, so you can't actually get it on one and say that it will do for the other. Then we've gone too far. Move back a little bit. Maybe in between those, that might be just above. But we need to get that back on there. I think we may almost call this a quits now. We need to get this back. I think we're going to give another lap here, and then it will be a case of that. We're going to have to run some laps to try and get some track knowledge. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for their kind thoughts. Re the illness and the death of my mother. We now have to start the hard work and getting everything sorted out with the authorities. Oh boy. Is that fun? I think I can say no it isn't. I think Leclerc is actually looking quite quick, so let's see what we've got there. If he's 97 or better, we'll certainly leave, what, 96. I think we might just leave well then. We've got the speed balance right. I don't think we've got anything else a lot better. We could keep playing and playing and playing and not get there. I'm going to put this in there. I'm not going to bother too much anymore because I've got so many. I've already got so many of these setups. I'm going to have to go through them and chuck some of them out soon. Because until there's some form of I'll be able to sort out what you want. It's not going to be a lot of good, right? We're not going to get 12 left. And we'll go until it dries out with about 5 minutes to go. Then we'll give 5 minutes hopefully on some ordinary slicks. I hope I get one level of slick knowledge in. Oh well, that's going to do. I'm not going to attempt to get that any better, and I'll just put him out for 8 laps. Tyres are hardly worn, so it's no. There's one of the things with these drives and the way this car is set, it doesn't burn tyres out very quickly, which is a good job. Very good job. The water's starting to disappear off the track. What I could do with getting up to level 3 on both of those, if possible, but if not, we won't bother. Well, we get a couple of laps in anyway now. Now he's happy with the hand from Gomez. And Leclerc's done quite a good lap there. He's in 20th. Mind, we've got to finish top 8. Right, I'm going to bring them both in now. I'm going to bring them both in the last few minutes they will be on slicks. We've got intermediate knowledge up to full, race trim up to full, and he's here, so we're not going to bother to play around anymore with his setups. He won't get much more than 4 laps done anyway, so I'll leave that there, and we'll put him on a set of mediums. Just see if we can get a little bit of knowledge on mediums in. Same thing here. Treat them the same. And what I will do is just make them work the tyres a little bit. Let's watch Leclerc. He's going to be the first one to come around. We're closing on him a bit. There he is. In the Norwich City colours. Yellow and green. And he looks quick. Through the first sector, best time he's done so far. Second sector the same. Gilmas has gone for his first sector, the best he's done. And he's caught in the 10th. But as I was saying, I think they have to finish top 8 to get a point. I think that's what Leclerc done last time. He couldn't quite hold on to 7th, but he got 8th. I think that's through breakdowns and such like. And that's what we will be dependent on. I don't think we're going to get much more on that done now, but we will push up everything up a bit more. Clerk at 9th. Oh, he hasn't come in yet. He's got one lap to do, so we can do any better. Well, you can see those others are doing even better than we are. Oh, he's got up to 7th. That's not bad. Well, we can't get the same times the best men are doing on intermediates. We're on slicks. Right, that's practice over and done. Next is the race. I'm not going to bother to look there, but I'm happy enough with that 7th and 11th. Oh. And I think if Leclerc proves to be the better one, I'm not spending that much money on my helicopters. Now, if Leclerc does well on this one, better than Gomez, I will change tactics so that Leclerc will get all the best bits. I will push everything onto one driver. I know, nasty, isn't it? Whoa, what's the... Well, it looks like it's going to be a dry race. It's not really what we wanted. Well, we've got race trim, I won't go with that. And I think we'll put Gomez onto nurse. Engine. And I think I might just, because that isn't worthwhile, only another 5% boost. We might as well go for the mechanics extras. But one thing I am doing, oh right, Griffiths is 5th and Griffiths 24th. Oh dear. I will put them onto these tyres. Now hopefully we get away with one fuel stop. No, one tyre stop. No good doing fuel stops because it's fixed. You cannot come in for a splash of fuel at any time. So we have to manage the fuel we got, and it has to last us. We're starting our normal thing. Maximum attack and high engine. Maximum attack, high engine from the start. And I'm not going to look there. Just too frightening to look how many people are there. That's it. We just wait for those lights to go. And there they are. Put up to times 4 and just keep a close eye now on how the tyres and that are going. Well, Gomez is already dropping back. Leclerc, well, he's 24, so he's not going to make much yet. Well, he's made one place. Must stop watching the race and watch the HUDs to see how the tyres are going. And we're getting close to the point where we've got to start knocking the tyres off. And Gomez, dear, I think Leclerc's going to catch Gomez. I think he's quicker. Oh. Knock those down. I'm going to go half a lap of fuel in debt before we knock the engine condition down. We should be able to run a bit quicker on both things because we shouldn't get quite so much damage from running that high engine on I-Rod. I'm just watching to see if I've got knock those tyres anymore. See what everybody else is running. Most of them are running yellow. Hello. Oh, that we did not want. He's got to come in for that. Because he's got to come in, we might as well change the tyres at the same time. And you can see that was an accident, not his fault. And I'll bring him unbalanced. And he hasn't got any choice at all. And they are going more on the tyres now. That's going to put him back to last place again. With no fault of his own, someone hit him. Oh well. But it's a long race, as I said before, 56 laps. We've still got 51 laps to go. And other things will happen, hopefully, to some of the other drivers. He is a long way off, so he's going to have to get a wiggle on just to see how good Leclerc actually is. If he's as good as I think he is, he will make up the time. Let's take him back a bit off the tyres. Ah, yes, he's passed one. I think that's the guy who hit him. Just finally come into the pits. He is catching the guys in front. Just. Which is, well Gilmas is too actually, but not by enough. Neither of them are catching by quite enough. Hello. Someone's got a penalty. Kanemoto's got a penalty. And he's gone into pits, and well, it must be a drive-through he's got, but it didn't quite last long. But that's brought me into range. Let's watch and see how the clerk's doing back down here. Let's watch him for a while. I'm just going to push the tyres up a bit on. Oh, I bet he's knocked the fill back too, no? And hopefully we will be back to even about 20 laps time. We push a bit at the start, just because they're sorting themselves out. And the clerk is, I think, still catching up. But he's certainly holding station, which isn't quite good enough, to be honest. Just check there's going to be no rain in the offing. I think we're going to have a dry race. A bit of rain actually helps me. Certainly the human is slightly better than the AI and sorting out when to take pit stops. At least that's my experience. Even someone as unhuman as me is slightly better than AI on that. Hello, Kanemoto has pitted, so we're past him anyway. And he's got, that's quite good, because what are two coming with damage or worn parts, eh? Parts there are okay. Parts there are okay. Neither of these two should actually have to come in for, apart from accidents, for any damage to be repaired. The clerk was just very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And of course, again, he was very unfortunate. And hello, they're pitting now. The people on the softs are coming in now. And that's not helping the clerk too much, because he was too far behind after that early pit stop. And most of them have gone out on mediums, which is not that could have news. Right. No, can't quite catch him, and oh there. No Jerry. Yeah, no Jerry, that do. If he had got past, and I got past him again. But Gomez is now in the points. This could make it interesting. I think I worked to balance them, and I think Leclerc's a better driver. And I've got doubts I'll keep Gomez for next season. I'll try and find another driver around 3.5, 4 stars. John Leclerc. I don't expect to get promotion this season. Oh yes, past Nakajima. Seem to remember having a battle with him in the last race. Seem to remember having trouble with his name anyway, pronouncing his name. And luckily some of those are coming in for yet another set of softs, which means they will have to pit again. Now, got a feeling that Gomez may have to pit twice, but I think we can get away with Leclerc now. Simply change the tyres when he came to the front wing. He should get away with only one pit stop. He isn't half worn yet on his tyres, not quite. Oh, come on, Gomez, you've got to pick up you've got to keep with him, mate. "36 laps. Yeah, I've got a nasty feeling that Gomez is going to have to come in near the end for another. Well, hello, Nakajima has got problems. He may pass us, but I think he's going to have to pit before the end. Just to have some repairs done. Oh dear. That's nasty. I'm not so worried now that he passed me. He will have to pit, or he's going to break down. He's not going to keep going for 30 odd laps. We're not quite quick enough as yet. I'm going to have to spend some money, if I can find some, on engines, I reckon. See how the engines are when they've been fully tuned. And Gomez has dropped on another place. Ishura has overtaken him. I think the secret of some of these Japanese names. Hello, Nakajima's. He's really in trouble now. He's just made the pits before it blew up completely. Yeah. Oh, hey, how sad. I think the secret of some of these Japanese names is don't think about them. Just sound confident. And Gomez has now got worn tyres, and it's going to do another lap anyway. Oh, didn't mean to hit pause. I'll push. No, I'm not going to push it off, not because it's fuel up. It's fuel burn up on both. 31 laps. No, he's going to have to come in. He's not going to go long enough not to. There's 31 laps, 20. Maybe one set of softs as he's going to have to pit. Yeah, he's going to have to pit again, so we've got on a set of softs. Keep him on balanced a lot. I have been using slow just lately. And that's a quick stop. But he's now behind Leclerc. Let's see where Leclerc is. Not that far behind, but he is behind. Now Leclerc will have to pit. That depends how far he can get on these tyres. I'm hoping that you can get another 5, 6 laps done and then he should get away with another set of mediums. So Takakoshi is coming through and looks like he can overtake Leclerc. I don't think he can hold him back. We had made a 17th place, but I think that's got to be Leclerc's high point. No one has dropped out yet, which is a pity. What I don't want is for ours to drop out. Oh, he's overheating his tyres. I didn't keep an eye on him. So he just knuckles right back. It's too easy to overlook things. Overheat his tyres because they won't last as well. And the tyres are getting back now to temperature. Well, Leclerc's made 16th, but he's going to have to pit fairly soon. He's on borrowed time now. And we will get away with this one stop plus the unscheduled stop at the start. But I don't think he could have made any further. I think we're going to have to bring him in. No, he ain't gonna. He's going to have to go for another set of mediums. Everything's okay there, and we go with that and hope nothing goes wrong. What we will do is just push his tyres up, push his fuel up, push his fuel up. Yes, good stop again. And he's dropped. Oh, he's dropped the food places. We know Gomez has got a pit again, so he will pass his teammate. But whoever finishes top of these two will be getting the best parts from now on. You have to make a decision at some point who's going to be in number one. How we doing on fuel? Okay at the moment. And I think we're being lapped on some of these. I've got a nasty feeling that both have been lapped, and I haven't really been keeping an eye. Yeah, Vee is going off like a rocket. And we're too far behind any apes to get into the points. Not a hope in Hades. Push that up a bit higher. Getting back up again. I'd like to get the tyres just under the red section where I can, which is such a shame. When I can find my point, there we are. Just about here. Keep it around there, and it seems to be best wear, best grip. I don't know if it's best wear, but it seems to be. Knock him back again. Leclerc's being caught by Norajima, is he? Oh no, he's overtaken him. So, I really must keep an eye on what's happening in the race. Well, 19th, he's getting up there. 19 laps remaining. Well, if Petal's going to start breaking down, it should be soon. And no, he's got past him again. Oh dear. Maddenborough, that doesn't sound like a Japanese name. There's one or two non-Japanese in there, but it's quite a few Japanese. I get a feeling this series is mainly a Japanese-based series. But there's only a certain number of a major open wheel series they could bring in. Oh, yeah, just as Gomez is starting to pick up plays against Petal Pit, and of course, we had a right battle with Norajima, haven't we? Just we're picking up plays again, Gomez is going to have to pit again. Oh, look at knock the fuel off your fuel. And I'm watching Leclerc mainly, but that's because he seems to be the better driver. How many laps we got now? Alright, I've got up to 18 for there now. 15 to go. I think we're going to have to pit him straight away. It should do it on another set of those. Parts condition is fine. It does, I think it does pay to use anything, especially on the early part of the season, if you've got a mechanical relationship where you've got less wear on parts. But the time spent repairing a part can be an age. He's in and he's out. Second best pit stop. And the clerk's going to be lapped again, or lapped by somebody. Trying to see what his fuel is like there. It's a bit hard to read. I think it's 0.44. So I better get ready to knock that back. And of course now Gomez has been lapped again and dropped back. His fuel has got better. Marvellous. Now, can we catch Fittipaldi? Can we make enough? I'd like to get into the top 15. One of them in the top 15, but I have doubts if that will happen. But Leclerc has started 24th on the grid, and he's worked his way up to 16th at the moment. Not that bad. Or am I just being a Pollyanna? Where's the little... At least we won't have to do so many laps, so that's why we've got fuel to burn at the moment. 0.25 looks up for Leclerc left, and that is number of laps you can make on the you're in advance of your fuel use. That's in the red, you're behind. And at this stage of the race you don't want to be behind because you ain't got any time to make it up now. Come on, and you can take Fittipaldi. Go on, you can take him. Come on. Oh, not around the outside. You have to go inside. Oh, quite a good race there. He's 8 laps to go. Yeah, I know it's been 2 laps, but it's up to you to get past him, not me to make him. Could give him just a fraction more tyre. See if that will just do it. Oh, can't give him too much more because he's done it right. Let's knock him back again. Well, 15th, he's done what I wanted. Okay, it wasn't from the start. At the start, I want the top 8. I want points. Once you've tasted some points, you want more. And more. Oops, I better knock back his fuel usage because he's going to be in the red soon, and we've got a whole load of them chasing him. I'm surprised that no one has broken down. There's 5 laps to go. There's not much time left now. We had a few pit stops for repairs, but no one's actually left the race for a breakdown or crash. It's unfair to us lesser teams. Looks like we've got problems coming with the gearbox. Oh yeah. Gearbox and brakes, but he's close enough to the end now that it isn't going to affect him. And he is actually catching the guy in front. It was sour. And catching him quite quickly. 3 laps to go. Duff gearbox. Brakes begin to let go. That's why he's catching, because his brakes aren't very good. He can't slow down enough. Oh hello, we're being lapped again. 2 laps remaining. Oh, fourth place looks in a bit of trouble. He wants to break down now for us to catch. I don't think we could now. Ah, so the clerk's been passed by Tekka. Oh, Tushikoshi. Right, shall we? There's a little bit of time we've got left now. We'll push. And push. Oh, no, I don't want to push that hard. Push. Just to get see what we can. The 13th. You know, I keep looking away to check what buttons I'm pressing, and I keep missing things. So I finished 13th. I'm happy with that. I was hoping that a few people would, other people were going to break down, but that will do us. 2 stops. So it looks like everybody done 2 stops in the end. I don't think a 1 stop would have worked. I'd have had to run through into the rims on both sets of tyres, I think. If you misjudge that, it's the end of the race. It's just the end of your race. I don't care about that. Screwing there, there's no problems with that. I'm not using any Duff parts at the moment. You can see it's top 8. And we missed out. But the clerk's still standing 9th in the table. And we're 6th in the manufacturer's. That'll do. Oh, well. Not a lot going on there. We'll run through, as we normally do, to the next race. This time we're going to actually try and do it properly. Yes, you heard right. I'm going to attempt to get the setup of the critical parts. I want to try and get those 100% for the next race. Let's have a look see what they've got here. Disappointing race, was no good. Yeah, he's going. I think Gilman's going. You see, he's just about 4 stars. And he's actually improved a bit, so he may make the 4. Not worried about that. We lost a little bit, which is a pity for sponsorship, for marketability. That was him. So we want a better second driver. We ain't got a lot of money to play with. That's always a problem in this, is having enough money to actually be able to build the parts you want. Where so many money cheats come in the early days of this game. Still a hell of a lot about, but I tried it, but it wasn't a very satisfactory game if you get what you wanted as soon as you wanted it. No, I'm not going to. No, a pit crew, let's have a look. Oh, we broke our record. Yes, I've got to have a look at those. Have a look at pit crew, see what they're like. Alright, I'm going to take out all of the top. Oh, it's a lot. I will be going through these most probably next season to find out who we can get rid of. Now, I just want to see if I've got any body here on. Oh, he's burnt out. I don't want him in there. He's not going to be any good at all. I don't know. We've got this one here. He can go in. Hopefully, we'll get it back. If he doesn't, if he can't get it together, I will sack him and get someone else. What I could do is better Jackman. So I don't want him. Don't want him. We do want this one. We have one better jack, manage 25, just at the top end of what we want. We take him. It's rear jack, but she is the worst of the two, so we... But look at that. We can swap him right to the front. And we've got the best team again. Right, we're good with that. Check on the best one, concentration, yes. Scouting, I'm not worried about. Finances, dire. Sponsorship, oh, we should have one lot of fresh little sponsorship. We want a big sponsor, £1 million a race sponsor. That's what we want. Sponsors complaining. We'll just give him a bit of money. I don't want to upset Leclerc. Our drivers are far more important. And I would like the sponsors because we can't do anything. Well, I'm not doing either of those. I don't like these ones, so we're not doing either of those. We do this one. It's an upfront payment of 4 million. Means in 2 races we will have lost that, but we're going to have that one next race and that one the race after. Let's have a look at the HQ here. Looking, test track is under construction. That's what we're building at the moment. Everything else will have to go, I think. Car, we're deciding a new part. I can't remember what it was. Oh, brakes, more brakes. But the engine isn't bad. Gearbox is down a bit and brakes are down a bit, so we could just pull one of those 2 up, or go all out on the engine. I might even end up going all out on the engine. Let's finish the car repair. So we now see what parts we got here now. Oh, I said I was going to have a look to see what the next race is. It's Rio de Janeiro. It's engine, suspension and rear wing. So we need all of those. Our engine, we'll keep going with the engine on there. That will be okay for now. So we bring that in its place. I think it should be well enough by then. Go away. Let's see what else we want. Rear suspension. What's that like at the moment? As it should just about last out. I'm going to do both of these engines here. Try and get everything as well as we can, and we actually brake there now. Work on both gearboxes, try and get those up now. I think we've got to go with what we're doing, although this one here we could do is bring this in. That gearbox, because we can't use that gearbox, then we get that a little bit better. One at 70 anyway, so we bring that in. That should be okay there. 8 days after the race. And we'll see what happens. Just run through the rest of this. Scan report. Low quality. Reject interview. I'm not worried about the interviews. So look at the scouting report. Anybody else we could check on who's young? No, I think we've got them all. Now this could be worthwhile. He could be the one we're looking for. If it joins us, or even better, this focus isn't so good. No. As much as I'd like to put him in, he's with a team. Brake and corner is fairly pathetic. No, I think that first one we looked at looks better at the moment, but it's a long time to go yet. Design and brakes finished, right. Now, we haven't got a lot of cash, we've got 17 million. Any of those? I want to put some work on those brakes, just see if we can get new brakes on both of them for the next race. And that will be almost all the parts been worked on then. No, just 9 new parts, and we haven't got much money. That's the problem. Now I don't know if we can go better than great on here. No, it's still locked. So just gonna have a look, see if we can get that better. Top speed up. Reliability. I don't think we can go any better than that until we get test track built. And great is the best we can do at the moment. We'll be going better on brakes. So we can't get either of that locked out. I'm going to go with that. On the hopes that that will give us well off the bottom brakes. Gearbox we need, but we can't do much with it. So let's carry on 20 days. We just fast forward through this bit. This is something we have to do. That's the brakes they just built. Running the top tier and the bottom tier now. This is the Formula E, the electric championship. And that's the one we just got out of. I'm not worried about what happens on either of them at the moment. Oh, we've got a folk coming up. Nothing there we can deal with. Most of this now is just waiting for us. Alright, let's have a look. Oh yes, I need that. I want that. I want to put 2 on that. More events the better. Oh great. Don't say I'm the only one who wants it. Oh no, there's someone else. Oh yeah. It's nip and tuck at the moment. Oh, we've got a lead. Yes, we got it. So we will have an extra race. The more races the better. If it had just been a replacement, I wouldn't have worried, but an extra track, it means more chance of making money, more sponsorship money coming in. There's 2 reports coming up, we'll have a look at those now. Scouting report. weakest. What are they written on this? Oh, it could be some rain. High speed circuit. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, I'm doing something about the brakes. Oh dear. Low quality, and the brakes are finished. Well, I can't build anything else now. Let's have a look, see how my parts are doing. That's okay. I'm going to bring this other set of brakes in there. So there. Those are two we will be using eventually. At the moment, for this race, I think these will be ready. These are ready, and these may be. So what I'm going to do actually is that's just about ready. Take those off there, and we'll see if we can just get both sets of brakes ready to go on. And that means taking all this off. Oh, I need to take all that off. I will just push that right up. We should have those two almost ready. But we will see what's what. Yeah, that looks okay. Pre-race, I always didn't. Just have a look at what the pre-race rubbish is. Nothing about us, so that's okay. We've got 9 weeks before we can actually start building engines up again. What I may do, actually, is we're not doing too well on gearboxes. Let's have a quick look, see if we can improve the gearbox anymore. Risk level, reliability. Well, if we call that, and that will use everything up, and it should give us a bit better brake. Can't use either of those again until we build things in the base, and we can't afford to build on the base at the moment. Right, what are we doing now? I think we're in the last little bit. Oh no, we're there, so I'm going to say, I'm going to end here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like this talk, please consider leaving a like. I know this is not everybody's favourite series, but I like it. So once I like it, it stays. Just take my normal screenshot of the standings to put up. There's plenty of money there, prize money, so we should do well at the end of the season if we can keep near enough the top half of the field. Right, yes. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Any questions, queries, anything else you want to draw about, feel free to do so in the comment section on this video. And with that, it's me, saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.